Growing unrest in Jordan today as thousands protest the nation's peace treaty with Israel. Protesters surrounded the Israeli embassy for a sixth day Friday. They're calling for an end to the war and attacks on hospitals in Gaza. This week, Israel announced that it would stop working with the UN agency helping Palestinians in Gaza. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency fired about a dozen of its roughly 12,000 employees accused of being involved in the Hamas-led October 7th attack, which sparked the war. The agency has lost funding from the U.S. and other countries since then. Chris Livesay has more on the impact this will have on millions of Palestinians.
October 7th, the rampage and kidnappings made all the more shocking by 12 of the alleged attackers, employees of UNRWA, the primary United Nations aid agency serving Palestinians, seen taking hostages and heard bragging about it, according to Israeli intelligence. "We have female captives," he says. "I caught one." In response, the U.S., UNRWA's biggest single donor, is barring further funding. That's $400 million annually not going to support the services UNRWA provides, such as trash collection, health care, and education. 700 schools in Gaza, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, and here in the West Bank.
Green, blue.
If they don't have this school, they will be on streets.
Sophia Ramadan is an English teacher in the town of Aida.
Could this school continue without funding from UNRWA?
No, never. Our main resource is foundation. We could kill their dreams. We will kill their future.
But many Israelis have long alleged that UNRWA and its schools, staffed entirely by Palestinians, are a breeding ground of hatred for Israel.
Totally infiltrated with Hamas.
One former UNRWA official says Ismail Haniyeh, the political chief of Hamas, was once a teacher at an UNRWA school. It's in such schools, Israel alleges, that children are systemically indoctrinated. In a documentary by an anti-UNRWA Israeli think tank, an UNRWA student in the West Bank says, "They teach us Jews are bad people. I'm ready to stab Jews and hit them with a car." Adam Boulikos directs UNRWA in the West Bank.
Are kids getting radicalized?
That's not at all what I would say. But of course, everybody in Palestine is also living in the conflict, right? There will be, lots of tension, lots of different views about the history and about the future of Palestine and all that, that entails.
And you're saying they bring that tension with them to school?
I think it's normal.
Some Israeli children also bring tensions to school. In this Israeli news report, an ultra-Orthodox student says, "I want to kill the Palestinians." With tensions at a boil, Adam Boulikos warns the absence of UNRWA would make life worse for both Palestinians and Israelis.
There are security implications to this. If we have a large population of kids not in school, you've got a largely male population under age 30, not working, no money in their pockets, nothing to do, hanging out. I mean, this is like a situation ripe for violence. They should be worried. We're worried. I'm worried.
Now, the UN is investigating the allegations against its staff, which it fired immediately. That's 12 people out of 30,000 throughout the region. And what the director of the West Bank office of UNRWA told me is that there simply is no other organization in the region with either the resources or the personnel to take its place. For CBS Saturday Morning, Chris Livesay, Tel Aviv.